Hey there, viewers. It's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on Studio Series Core Class Bumblebee. Now, this figure is actually a recolor of Laserbeak. No, I am not kidding. Because, well, if you remember in Dark on the Moon, at some point, Laserbeak actually turns into a pink Bumblebee. And, well, I think it was like sometime last year, they released a Core Class Laserbeak as a pink Bumblebee. So, yeah. There was also an April Fool's joke this year where apparently someone found a Legacy movie universe Laserbeak, which was Bumblebee's robot mode and Laserbeak's bird mode, but yeah, that was an April Fool's joke, but still kind of funny. But yeah, point is, at some point, Laserbeak turned into a pink Bumblebee. It got released in Studio Series, and well, now they've recolored it into Bumblebee himself. So let's stop this pointless rambling and look at the box. So of course we've got the standard Core Class packaging. At the top we've got a picture of Bumblebee right here. Got his battle mask on. Here it says Dark on the Moon. This side we've got Bumblebee. It says Core Class. Ooh. The other side we've got Bumblebee. The back we've got in both modes. Of course, this is an actual Chevrolet car. QR code for the General Motors website if you want to scan that. The backdrop, I guess if you want to call it that, it's more just the thing that ties the figure to the box. It's just some city buildings. But if you want to count this as a backdrop, then go ahead, because, well, they still stylized it. So, yeah. And, well, for the actual figure, well, it's just a tiny legend-sized Bumblebee. And honestly, this kind of takes me back to when I did do legend-sized figures for the movies. Because, of course, the first movie did it, Revenge of the Fallen did it, Dark on the Moon did it, with Cyberverse, not the series, the toy line from Dark on the Moon and Prime. I think Bumblebee, the movie, did it with the Energon Igniters. And, of course, Studio Series is doing it with Core Class. But, yeah, this kind of makes me want more standard characters just in Core Class size. Like, I kind of hope that they do a Core Class Optimus Prime in Studio Series, but who knows. But, well, looking at this, of course, this is just Bumblebee's standard Camaro alternate mode, just now in a smaller size. So, of course, we're not going to get all the details that the deluxe version got. But we'll see that when we get to the comparison. Still have the actual Chevrolet logo there, though, which is a real nice detail. The front wheels are pinned. I think the back ones are just pegged on, though. Yes, they are. Here we can see that these windows are just molded on instead of just being actual pieces like the deluxe version. The spoiler is just yellow here. We actually have the best where the gun would go on if this was the deluxe version, so I'm assuming that they're basing the molding on the deluxe version. Because, yeah, we had these tabs where the gun would go on to on the deluxe version. Also, yeah, the back is unpainted. Top, where got a lot of black. Of course, these are meant to be the stripes on the car. This is meant to be the front windshield, and this is meant to be the back windshield. On the deluxe figure, these would be clear plastic, but of course, with this being a core class, I just painted on. It's got a tab where you put the gun on, and the underneath, well, you can pretty much see how this guy transforms. I'll give it that. It's better hiding the head, at least. But yeah, as a small, more affordable version of this Bumblebee, I think it serves its purpose kind of well. I mean, sure, you do miss out on a few details that the deluxe version has, but, well, it's a core class. I can't really take points off for missing details, because, you know, it's only like, what, £12? Although, like, there are some actual gripes with it that I do have, which we'll get to soon. But for now, let's move on to the gun. And of course, this is the actual gun. It's pretty much just a downsized version of the Studio Series 1. And of course, this is the gun that he uses in the film. Now, unlike the deluxe version, which goes on the back here, as these, I guess, faux bits would have you assume, this version goes on the top. So you just tap this on the top of the car, like so. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah. And well, let's actually compare him with the deluxe version of this guy. Because, of course, the deluxe version of Dark of the Moon Bumblebee was released last year, along with the Laserbeak version of the mold. And of course, as we expected, the deluxe version is way more detailed. At the cost of some mismatching in the yellow, but oh well. So comparing these two, yeah, we can see that the windows on the deluxe version are fully clear. The spoiler is actually a separate piece instead of just a molded piece. The back is actually painted. And, well, one detail is, you can see this little bit here, that's meant to be where you can put a little, I guess, reference label for a Optimus insignia. That's not there in this version because, well, of course, this is so small you wouldn't be able to see it. So, yeah. Now, seeing these two side by side, it kind of makes me want a deluxe version of the Laserbeak figure. I know he was like, what, human size when he was in his Bumblebee form, but still, I kind of hope that they do a deluxe version of Laserbeak. Maybe in Buzzworthy? I don't know. Probably won't happen though. But still, I think that would be nice. So, yeah. Just before these guys transform, you can see the gun storage. Yeah, you can see how this guy's got the ports here, and this guy replicates the ports, even though they're not really necessary because the gun taps on differently. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the car mode. Overall, I quite like it. It replicates the deluxe version really well. Of course, there's some missing paint details, but with this being a core class, I don't really mind that. But the transformation is where my gripes really do start. But, well, to start off... So, starting off, we're just going to open up these doors. And you can see that there's this little port here that goes into this hole on the hand. So yeah, that just goes into there if you're going into the car mode. Yeah, just open up these doors. Split the legs. Try to get these down. Try and get the arms around, so it's spin around the wheels. And this is where my big gripe comes from. These wheels are just on these little pegs here, and it's very easy to get them off. Like you can see here. So yeah, it's very easy to take them off when transforming him, and it's not that easy to get them attached back on. Like sometimes it's easy, sometimes they fight against you. So yeah, just be wary when transforming this guy that these wheel struts can come off really easily, and that's my big gripe with this guy. Just move the legs down so we can move the windshield back. Come here with your fingernail so we can move the head up and move the chest down. Move the feet down. Straighten out the arms. Move the doors back slightly. And here we have Bumblebee in robot mode. And yeah, compared to the I should say experience that is the deluxe class transformation, this is, in comparison, this is a rescue bot. Like, this is a masterpiece figure. This is a rescue bot. If we're comparing the transformations, I mean, sure, we do have the arms coming off quite easily, but still, the transformation on this, to be expected, is much easier. I mean, it should be. It's a core class. But still, this is 15 steps. The deluxe version is nearly 40 steps. So yeah, the transformation in this version is definitely the transformation in this version is refreshing. And, well, the resulting robot mode, I mean, it's Bumblebee. And it kind of reminds me of the previous Legends Bumblebees that we've had in the past, like the actual Dark of the Moon versions or the Revenge of the Fallen versions. Because it's got the big chest, the wings just hanging off. Kind of reminds me of them. Going in for a 360. Unfortunately, there's no heal, so you can easily just do that if you wanted. So, yeah, just be careful not to have this guy near a fan, otherwise he's probably going to be toppling over. That's probably another gripe I have, but again, core class, but still kind of annoying. Because, yeah, you can sort of see the spoilers there. Maybe I have a mistransformed, I don't know, but still. Now, looking at the head, we can see that he's actually got the battle mask on. Now, of course, there have been deluxe Bumblebees in Studio Series with the battle mask. I'm pretty sure the Revenge of the Fallen version did. But, well, the Laserbeak version had the normal face. This has the battle mask. So, I just think that's kind of neat. So, yeah. Now, if we give him his gun, of course, if you want to store it, you can just plop it right on the back, but, well, giving him the gun, well, we just plop it right on the hand here. There we go. And now you can fire it, I don't know, some Decepticons or Laserbeak if you want. Yeah, it doesn't go over the hand like the deluxe version does, but still, I think this looks really nice. Even if it does kind of look like a, even if it does kind of look like a weird hairdryer. And well, how does he look next to the deluxe version? If I can get him standing. Yeah, the robot modes definitely look quite different. Of course, the chassis doesn't bisect itself. The wheels don't end up facing backwards. The legs don't do with origami. But hey, with just being a core class, I can. Well, just being a core class, I don't mind this more simpler look. And honestly, I kind of sort of prefer this because if you know if you know this guy's transformation, well, you know how much of it. Well, like, see, I'm stuttering because I'm remembering the trauma that this guy can give you. Seriously, like, there's always bits flying off when he tries to transform this guy. Not so much here. So, yeah. Now, for this guy's... Now, for the articulation, well, the head's on a ball joint, so he can look side to side, and he can look down into himself. The arms can move, although, yeah, I would advise being careful so you don't pop them up. There's little strut things there. He can T-pose. The elbows can move, it can swivel. Of course, there's nothing at the waist. Legs can go forward that far, but they can't really go back. It's got knees. Can do splits. And the feet can move. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. So, just bring back the backdrop. So, complaints about this guy? The arms. Of course, trying to pose them's not really that bad, but trying to transform them, they can come off quite easily. Might just be an issue with my copy, but yeah, they can come off quite easily. And trying to get them back on can either be really easy if you can line them up, or it could be really, really challenging. I also kind of wish that this guy had heels. I get why he doesn't, you know, again, core class, but, well, at least extend out the feet a bit more so he can stand a bit better and not be pushed over as easily, you know. Again, as I'm trying to do this, he's actually standing, but still. But, well, other than that, I quite like this figure. It's just a nice, simple Bumblebee. So, if you're not a fan of the deluxe version or, Well, if you're someone who doesn't really like the look of this guy, or if you're someone who more just uh, uh, actually I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, if you're someone who doesn't really like the look of this guy, then yeah, maybe more go for this guy. Or in fact, this is also a great pocket money toy. So yeah. So do I recommend this? Well, if you're a fan of Core Class, if you're a fan of Bumblebee, then yeah. There's also the Laserbeak if you really want to reenact those scenes from Dark on the Moon. But yeah, I think this Bumblebee's a really nice figure. So yeah, I definitely do recommend this guy. So yeah. So this has been my review on Studio Series Core Class Bumblebee, and this is Charlie Young signing off.